applications for work. So, I think it's safe to say it's here to stay. It's early days. Applications are being developed. Things are going to be evolved. Price will come down, and it'll be adopted more and more and more. Just like the Apple Watch, over time. But today, how can we use this? How can we use this ourselves? How can we see it being used in the industry? And what are some of the things that we're hearing in this space?
There's already a manner of ways. I mean, I touched on training earlier.
Yeah.
Being able to have someone out in the field be reported back into someone wearing Apple Vision Pro. Let's say that they're fighting fires in a remote region.
Yeah.
That person wearing Apple Vision Pro might be able to have a typographic graph of where they are on the land, showing where the fire is. It's emergency services are going to love this kind of product.
In comparison to them having to create a full-scale model of the terrain and use, I was going to say, what's the paper mache? I don't know.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Having to physically make it, but they can do this on the fly using,
They can use it on the fly.
Well, it's even like electricians trying to figure out the layout of how they're going to lay out all their electrician stuff. I don't know. What's it called?
All the cabling.
All the cabling to try and figure out it's the same thing, right?
Exactly.
But also I have read a few things about, completely different topic from emergency services, but virtual try-on for retail. That's a big one.
That is a big one.
Yeah.
Nike have got an app already, I think.
Why didn't we talk about that sooner?
Yeah. I mean, no one really likes to go shopping in person anymore. No one does. Everyone would much prefer just to get everything delivered to them, even if it does mean you have to return it. Imagine with a virtual try-on service that is actually good. I think that's going to change.
The other one that comes to mind there is Porsche also doing an experience in their stores. It's being able to change the colour of the new Taycan. You can go and sit in the Taycan in a virtual environment.
Can I do virtual donuts? Not yet.
Maybe.
Okay.
Vision OS 2 will bring that.
And actually the engineers are being able to get a lot of data as well, just in general. I read something on it about getting metrics that include speed, braking and track conditions. So again, that's pretty cool, I think, as well.
I think a big application, and this is something that I haven't seen being done yet. So I'm chucking a free idea out there for anybody that wants to pick up on this.
Yeah, let me write this down.
Yeah, you better.
Go.
So being able to go to a site, a property that's going to be developed somewhere, and being able to turn in to what the building is going to look like when it's fully built, I think that's going to be groundbreaking.
When we were growing up, my parents knocked down our original house and built on top of it. And they actually noticed a window out of place, just by maybe a half a meter. And, to the untrained eye, it's that looks fine. What's wrong? But it turns out that, they were building a window closer to where the stairs were going to be. But had we not picked it up, we wouldn't have known. But you're saying in a new future, not so distant.
Not so distant.
Wearing this technology, you can overlay what it will be on top of what exists and kind of truly see it.
A lot of companies already use 3D assets, so that migration is going to be fairly easy. You think of architects, they already work in 3D space.
Exactly.
They already use 3D modeling software. So just converting that into being able to view it through Apple Vision Pro, it's going to happen in the next year.
So it's not like they need to create these files from scratch. They're already using it.
They're already using it.
Well, Niko, it's the same for you as well. I mean, you're in the market looking at new places and where you're going to move and things like that. And, you always see those virtual tours and everything, so you don't actually have to go out there. But they're not great, right?
Look, I'm looking for a new place right now and, floor plans only can give you so much,
exactly.
Right?
But imagine chucking on the Apple Vision Pro and actually feeling like you're walking through the house that, you could be possibly moving there with your family.
That's it.
So
collaboration as well is going to be a huge thing. I can join a FaceTime call with my video persona, and you'll be able to join with your video persona, and you'll be able to join.
So in this
and we'll be able to work on the same product together.
In this scenario, we're all wearing them.
In different locations.
We could
wear it. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm at home, you're at home.
Yep.
You're at home.
Yep.
I've got the headset. We all have the headsets.
Yep.
We dial in, and then there's a visual persona, you said.
There's going to be a visual persona, which is a 3D representation of you. It's taken on the reverse side of Apple Vision Pro. So you actually take it off and point it at your face, and it captures your digital persona. That is then going to be placed in a 3D space, and I can open up Keynote or
Freeform.
can open up Freeform, and you can start drawing on it. I'll add some photos and videos, and you'll start writing some content.
That was the other thing I noticed too. You could pull things close enough for you to actually touch.
You can.
I was scrolling on Safari, but then in Freeform, I was also using my finger to manipulate or draw. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Right. So productivity-wise, this will bring a team in closer, make it more immersive, collaborative, and just another level up from the regular teams meetings that we have now.
We'll have our regular team meetings. I could go back to the UK and be with my parents, and you guys could still join the meeting. We still work
maybe
together.
at different times, but yeah, it would work.
Maybe, yeah.
It won't fix the time zone problem.
No.
Yeah.
I won't be able to share my tea with you either.
Oh, what a shame.
Virtual tea.
So there's a few developer things that are kind of happening around this space as well at the moment. So Apple have an amazing developer website if you haven't seen it already. It's got some content on there for got some content on there for Vision OS 2, but also around the APIs and immersive space and spatial computing and how you can use volumetric controls with your app. So iPhone and iPad apps that are already on the App Store, a lot of them are pre-built and can be used in Apple Vision Pro. But we're going to be seeing a lot of those be converted over in the coming months and coming years into 3D versions of the same product.
Vision OS
led. And the other feature, developers, if they want it, can actually opt in for a new band that has the ability to plug into USB-C, which means you can plug it into your Mac. You can run Xcode straight from there, which means you can load graphics in a higher resolution than what you might put into production. And that's going to be great for testing products out, testing video out, testing 3D elements out, and seeing how they play.
So developers will have a live sense of how their app will perform before deploying it.
Exactly.
When it comes to using it for work and productivity, I came out of that experience going, if I found one of these on my doorstep, I would use it. Mm-hmm. I would totally use it. I can see it replacing the way that I thought about it was, well, how much is a really good monitor? Like a really good one or two really good ones, right? You're spending like what? 3K, 4K for a nice sweet setup at home, multi-screen, da-da-da. But if you got this, you could achieve this and more, right? So I can definitely see myself being productive today, not waiting for anything else to come out or any app to be developed. I could just start to use it for my day-to-day work. I hope my boss is listening. And I think it would just come down to how long I could survive in it. You know, I've seen reviews of people using it for half a day, for a full day. What's the fatigue like? Those sorts of questions. But I think it's not a matter of can this be used for work? It's more a matter of would you like to or not?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. How do you guys feel about it?
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I mean, I can't see anything that would stop me being able to do my work jobs in there. You know, we think about like the biometrics that we use in work, Touch ID, Face ID to authenticate.
Yeah.
We've got Optic ID in there. So you don't need to take it off and use Face ID or use Touch ID on a computer to authenticate. It's just all built in.
Yeah.
It's its own ecosystem. And yeah, like I can see myself using it for all of the work that I do currently and more.
And I think it's also important as well. I know I struggle sometimes when I go into the office in Sydney and everyone's there and it's busy and it's fun, and obviously I'm out of the house, so it's quite exciting. But to almost like lock in and be able to do your work, I think that's what I found when I was wearing it. I was so surprised at how comfortable I was in that environment and how I could actually just probably get a lot of work done just by blocking a lot of things out, which is cool.
I think we'll finish it off by saying, and I think I speak on everyone here, it's really hard to describe and you just got to try it for yourself.
You do.
Once you experience it, everyone's reaction will be slightly different in terms of that level of emotion or connection. But I think it's unanimous that it is like nothing else.
Yeah.
It really truly is.
And if it is something that you're interested in coming in and testing out, get in contact with us. We can help you out with that one. You can do a similar experience as to what, Will, you experienced. Or you can just make an appointment at an Apple store and go through the consumer experience. Mine was meant to go for half an hour and it went for almost 50 minutes because he saw how much I was enjoying it. So it's really fun, and they don't expect anything from you. They're just there to show it to you, and they're excited about it. So it is definitely worth doing just to make your own mind up, for sure.
Yeah. So to do that, just head to the Apple website, apple.com.au. There's a Vision Pro section there where you click in, where you would see how much it is and stuff. There's a book demo button, and it will find your nearest Apple store. I found that there was a bunch of availability. It's almost like no one really knows about it.
I don't think it is, and I think this happened, with other products as well. People don't know it exists until you start talking about it. So there's plenty of availability. But yeah, and then obviously you can chat to us as well. We are a Apple Vision Pro reseller, so we can definitely hook you up. Yeah.
So for that enterprise specific experience that Will had, just hit us up and we can arrange that.
I'd be happy to do it again.
For sure. Well, all right, guys. Will, thanks for flying down.
No worries. Thank you for having me, guys. It's been great.
Are we going to make your... Yeah, we'll make your flight
back.
Make your flight. Yeah. Good. All right, till the next one. See you later, guys.
Nice one.
Yep. See ya.
Bye.